Hi, this is Lisa with BlueMoonScrapbooking.com. I'm doing a favorite product here using the Tim Holtz Sizzix alterations on the edge dies. They're great to make mini album edges or anywhere you want. Let's just show you. I have a few dies to show you. This is the Townscape, and on this particular one I took a greeting card and I just die cut it.
Why is it when you have these dies you just want to start die cutting everything?
Yes, that's exactly
Everything
true.
that's on the counter. Give me it.
I know, look, it'd make a cute card. You could put some ribbon on the bottom of these Townscapes, kind of like the grass scene. This one I wanted to get this look where he used all these colors. So I embossed mine with the Tim Holtz Distress powders. I love their powders. It gives a nice grainy feel. What I did is I ran the die through the machine.
Sizzix, right?
Yeah, and this is what it looks like when I run it through. Can you see that? It has a little edge, and then I'll take it over to my cutter, which this is the most fabulous cutter too. It's by Sizzix, and it has a wire on it, so you can see exactly where you're going to cut.
That's too small.
And it cuts so beautifully.
Exactly where the wire lays is exactly where it cuts.
Highly recommend it.
It's the bomb.
So there, now I have an edge which I could use on a mini album. So I took distress powder and I took a piece of scrap paper like this and I just rubbed it all on. Okay, once I rubbed it on, I started with each color and I kept this piece of paper and I went like this. And then I rubbed the yellow and I sprinkled it on and tapped it off. Then I went to the next color, right in a row like that. And you sprinkle the next color on, and the colors won't interfere as long as you work up. You're not intermingling the colors. And this is what you get. And then you heat it up with your heating tool, and you get this cool look for these houses. I'm sure there's a million other ways, and I have no idea what he used here, but this looks good. And I can tell now that they edged that with some brown, so I could go in there with some ink, or I could have painted it. I painted on one of these other ones over here. On the Snow Flurries die, I painted because I wanted the same look, and I noticed the brown. So I took some paint, actually some golden raw umber. Anyways, this is what it looks like when you punch the die. It comes right in, so that's the reverse, I painted it with some raw umber, and then I used some white and blue Claudine Helmuth Studio paint, and I just rubbed that on and rubbed it over the brown, and I sprinkled it with diamond dust while it was wet so that you get the crystals on it. Now you can use this on a page or a card. If you're going to do a card, you can put it right at the edge. Right at the edge of your card. I trim it off, which I'm not going to do right this second, but you could use it anywhere. Here's one up here that I thought looked good, just ripped, and could be used on a page with a picture. Now on this particular cut, I put Fantasy Snow on it. Can you see the dimension on that? But it's got glitter, and it's all from the Fantasy Snow. I'm going to play with that in a second. This die right here is called the Iron Gate, and I'm going to show you. I used one of the movers or shapers. This is called the Tags and Border Bookplate die. So I made a tag. I embossed it with some, I'm pretty sure I used this frayed burlap on it. I'd love just to rub it on and get that texture on a lot of things. And then I cut the edge here. Can you see the edge? I was like that on the dock.
Where are you?
Oh, I'm way up here. That's what it looks like. And that's a metal butterfly that I punched. I think it's a Martha Stewart punch, actually. For the sprinkles, I glued.
Yeah, how'd you get those circles? How'd you get those?
At the end of a pencil.
The eraser.
Yeah, I dipped the eraser in the glue, dipped it on my tag, and then I sprinkled it with some art glitter. And then here's the same die, and here's like a mini page. So this is going to look good, Let me go back here, like that. And on the back side, I had glued the two pieces together, and actually when I cut it, it did a great where it goes right. It gives you the two look there, huh?
Interesting.
This die is called Brackets, and it gives you two cuts. So on one cut I had this, and another piece of paper I had this. And this paper, by the way, is the Pink Paisley Anthology that you can mist whatever color you want. I did it on both. The paper's great just to cut up and use, and there's a piece of ribbon here. So that's another mini album page. And up here I wanted to show some people how to use the Fantasy Snow. Not very difficult. This is a Maya Road piece. A chip piece. And I glimmer glazed it with Flirty. This is just one that I glued a little bit and sprinkled on some pearl. So I thought that would make a nice accent on that. But I painted this, and these paints are really fabulous because it gives you that dark look. And this is so easy to use. And it's fun. You really just love it. And you just glob it on. And while it is wet is a great time. And you really want it to be like icy. While it's wet, I would take it.
I must say, that looks like a job for me.
And see, I'll get a little bit of red in the background, but not too much. Ooh, I haven't even used this one. Great. And add a little bit of pink here and there. Actually, I'll probably go like this to get light there. So I'll go all the way around and I'll have that texture. So it won't necessarily be a snow since I live in the desert and I barely ever do a snow scene. I'm going to like that pink. So there's some fun techniques today. Try the alterations dyes. They're a blast.